Hey folks, Reloading Bench back with you again. We're going to start picking up what I recently just started on the Lee Classic Turret, the LCT. This is, in my opinion, and I've stated this before, and we've covered different parts of presses in general, but this series will be specific to this press, the LCT. And as I've said before, I think hands down this is, without question, the best value in terms of price and performance combination, hands down on the market in any of the spaces, simply because of what this gets you for what you're actually paying for it. It's essentially a $100 press, and you've got kind of the best of both worlds. You can use this as a single stage without the indexing rod. With the indexing rod, it's not a progressive, but when you think about what you're accomplishing, 4 tasks on one round serially, it gets you, I would call it right in between what a single stage and a progressive can do in terms of volume and speed. When you think about what other turrets do in terms of moving the actual turret top, like a Redding, or some of the others like a C4HD or CH4D rather, they do, in terms of a serial process, they do things a little bit differently. And I think Lee hit a home run with this years and years ago. It's a solid little tank. This was my first press. It is my favorite press. I have multiple versions of this press for different things. This particular configuration I like to sit, so I have a riser on here, and most of the actions I perform while I'm sitting. But what I thought I would do with this next series on the Lee Classic Turret, the LCT, is to go through all of the nuances. A lot of people complain about the little nylon ratchet that's in here, and there's a reason for that, and I found that reason out when I first started reloading. And configuration, running it in single stage versus in the indexed mode. The ability to swap calibers and dies instantly. No other press, period, can offer that particular ease and speed, and at the cost that Lee brings to the table. So, one of the things that I had to evaluate when I first got into reloading was cost. It's a factor. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, and everybody faces that. And if you have unlimited funding, you're still going to be faced with it, because you got to add up what your costs are going to be and what equipment you're going to go after. But Lee was a great way for me to introduce myself to reloading without breaking the bank, and doing it on a limited budget, and then growing from there. And I found that this particular press has allowed me to grow in many different calibers over the years for things I wanted to try, and again, dipping into a caliber with other presses. And I'm not here to bash anybody else's particular brands, can be quite expensive, and I wouldn't say cost prohibitive, because if you've invested in that platform, you're into that platform. But the Classic Turret allows you to go into additional calibers at a very, very minimal cost, in my opinion. So what I'll do is I'll cover everything from the ground up in terms of how I do things, why I've done things. So I'll probably do these in what I'm calling micro segments. Not a really long video, but maybe short breaks, like what I'm doing with the priming system, what I'm doing with indexing, caliber change, what I do on dies in terms of storage, as well as usage, powder handling, the auto discs, my cheat sheets, and some tips and techniques that I've found that have worked well for me over the years. So that's what you'll see. That's what the focus will be, and we'll see how that evolves. But that's the plan for this series. I did the intro, so I will call this video 1, next steps, and then everything else will be labeled specific to what I'm covering within that video. And hope you enjoy, because there seems to be a lot of interest in the turret, and this is a great way to offset the 416 Barrett build while I'm still waiting on parts. Never-ending process. So talk to you soon, gang.